think you should.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Fire Trader from firetrading.org, and I wanted to go over a little bit of a trade recap, as well as our morning notes from this morning, kind of show you guys what we were trading and kind of a little bit of a reason why behind it. So first one on our list was Pstx. They were gapping down because FDA put a halt to their trial because there is a death involved. But the way that I understood it, and the way that the press release said it, the death was not directly associated with the company or the drug yet. It was, they're investigating it. So the stock does not deserve to be gapping down that much, basically, if they don't know that the death is linked to the drug yet. So I was looking for this to get bought up today. I was looking for a quick short cover and bounce out of the open to 12. Otherwise, if this pulled out of the open down to 8 and under, watch for bottoming and go long on it. So I'll show you guys. I actually didn't trade this one today. Kind of had my focus on some other stocks, but I'll show you guys here. We got our dip in the morning right down here to $8 and took it on up almost for about 1.5 points. I was expecting a little bit more range on this one today, especially with the gap down that we're getting. We got a gap down from like 13 down to $7, $8, $9, $10. So I was expecting a little bit more range, but I think I know a few traders in the chat got it, so it was a good trade. MITC, they received their first major order. Okay. They didn't give a dollar amount. So how are we supposed to evaluate the company based on this supposedly major order that they had, but yet they don't give us any dollar figures? Major order, maybe the last order was $100, now it's $200, right? We don't know. We don't know. And the fact that this stock was gapping up from $4 to almost $10 this morning was ridiculous, if they're not going to give us actual numbers. So, right here, they received first major, but failed to give us any sort of dollar amount. This is nothing but a pop and fade. Basically, any weakness out of the open, short it. Otherwise, let it pop to $8, top it off, and short it. MICT, let's check it out here. Got a pop out of the open, $8, topped it off, shorted it. Beautiful 3.5 point trade. All just because they didn't give us a dollar amount. Okay, now if they gave us a dollar amount and it was a significant amount, it was a significant order, then that would be different. Okay, it'd be different circumstances. But for now, just a pop and fade. Walmart. Walmart was a little bit tricky this morning. I was looking for a little bit more of a sell-off. Earnings weren't bad, but I don't think the earnings were quite as good as people were expecting them to be. So typically what will happen, one thing that I pay very close attention to is pre-market action. If a stock gaps up and it gives back its gains, and potentially even then some pre-market, which we saw this on two, Home Depot as well as Walmart this morning. If a stock gaps up and it gives back its gains, typically what we'll see is a little bit more pull out of the open followed by just a choppy day. It's not going anywhere. And the reason why is because there's a reason it gave back its gains. It's because people weren't satisfied. People weren't happy with the results. And if they're not happy with the results, think about everybody else that's holding it still. As soon as the market opens, they're going to dump it. And they just can't catch a bid. So that's exactly, we saw the same thing happen on Walmart as well as Home Depot today. So Walmart, I was looking for a little bit more of a pull out of the open down to $32.50. Otherwise, if this pops out of the open to $137, top it off and short it. And that is exactly what we did. I'll show you guys. Got a pop out of the open right up here, 137. Topped it off, shorted it. Nice fade back down to 133. Nice fade. Nice 4-point trade. And then got choppy. Didn't do anything. That's pretty much exactly how we played Home Depot too. SE was my baby. This one, we absolutely nailed this one this morning. Their earnings were not great. Okay, this thing was gapping up. We'll take a look at it here. I forget what the gap up was. But I'll tell you one thing. As soon as I read the earnings, it was too much. The gap up was too much. So, this thing was gapping up from 135, 134 up to almost 150. Okay, so that's a pretty significant gap up. But the earnings weren't good. I mean, they were a beat. Actually, they were mixed. They missed on earnings per share, but they beat on revs. But so I was looking for an all-day fade right here. I said bearish. This is bearish. This should come down today. If this pops through 147 on volume, let it run to 150, then top it off and short it. And we actually got that pop through 147 onto 50 here pre-market. Because when I wrote my notes and I posted them in the chat room, the stock was right down here. So I was looking for, if this broke through this 147, get that quick push up towards 150, and then top it off and short it. But, we got this pop up here. And as soon as this thing opened, we got that little pop up. As soon as we basically broke this little range to the downside right there under 49.80, we nailed it, grabbed it short, and slammed it down all the way down to 142 and under. Or no, it wasn't 142, sorry, it was 143 and under. It was right in here. And we just took off pieces along the way. Our first target was 145. Took off half there. As it kept pulling, it was getting overextended to the downside. And just went ahead and covered the rest. Luckily, because this thing just went, boom, skyrocketed right back up. But it was a beautiful trade. Just right off the bat, within, 5 minutes, this thing tanked from 150 down to 142. It was beautiful. Home Depot kind of explained it, same thing as Walmart. AAP kind of threw me for a loop today. Yeah, I was actually expecting this one to get bought up a little bit. It just kind of sold off. And Zoom got a nice upgrade this morning. We kind of have a rule in the fire trading chat room, and whenever you get an upgrade or a downgrade and a stock's gapping up because of an upgrade, typically they like to fill their gap, if at least a partial gap, before you can grab it long. Or if a stock's gapping down due to a downgrade, they like to fill their gap at least partially before we kind of turn over and get that trend. But with this one, beautiful trade. I said right here, if this starts to pop out of the open, grab it long for a quick pop to 275, top it off and short it. Zoom. Let's take a look here. Grabbed it long right here over 272, popped it up, 275, short it. Bam. Beautiful 10-point trade, or 10-point short. Nice 10 or 5-point, 3-point, I guess. Move to the upside. And a nice 10-point short. Yeah, beautiful trade. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys want to come trade with us tomorrow, you guys are more than welcome. You guys can try us out tomorrow for free if you'd like, or you can try us out 50 for a week or 129 for a month. And we've got the swing trading chat room options down here as well. But every day these notes are posted 30 minutes to 45 minutes before the market opens. Every day I'm on live screen share and on mic. You guys listen, watch me while I trade, and we trade all these stocks from the notes. And in the afternoons we do daily educational lessons. We go over these notes. They're recorded. They're posted in they're archived for all the monthly members to go and watch whenever they want. But yeah, try us out. Free for a day, 50 for a week, or 129 for a month. All right, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your evening.